if you think you had real carbonara until now, did it look anything like this? With just 5 ingredients, it looks simple at first, but the difference between magic and disaster is hidden in the secrets. Today, I show you how to make it creamy, rich and perfectly crunchy without a drop of cream. First, we will discover and prep our ingredients. Then, we will cook our pasta and the guanciale. And lastly, combine all the ingredients together, showing a secret that will probably change your pasta game forever. So let's cook carbonara together the right way. So prepping our ingredients before starting turning on the stove is fundamental in my opinion. Since we are home chef, we want to make our life easier with a complicated preparation like this one. First, the guanciale, a matriciano if you can find it. Otherwise, a quality good one will do. If you can't find guanciale, some people use pancetta, and even if nobody wants to say it, is widely used also in Italy. But the truth is that it won't be a true carbonara. Guanciale is the cheek to throat part of the pig. Pancetta instead is the pork belly, and in most cases, like in the US, England, Canada, and also Australia, is also smoked. So we start by cleaning off the skin and the seasoning to prevent from burning while cooking. Divide it into slices first and then cut it into cubes, about 100 grams per portion. Next, the cheese, or the cheeses in my case. Pecorino Romano DOP is in the traditional recipe, but we will blend in also Parmigiano Reggiano. You will ask why? Simply because of balance. Pecorino is like a punch in the face, salty and peppery. Parmigiano smooth the edges a bit and round the saltiness. You should give it a shot. So about 75 grams of Pecorino Romano DOP and 25 grams of Parmigiano Reggiano DOP gets prepared, finally grated. Remember the DOP is guaranteeing you the cheese you're using is actually the one you want, not some things like it. Cheeses out of the way. So and now the eggs, to make your carbonara really yellow, highest quality you can find. And even if it's not Easter, you should have a real hunt for free-running, warm-sitting chickens. Those makes always the best yolk. So just the yolk is used, room temperature preferably. Cold yolk, size when you add fat. Warm one, they melt in, creamy and rich. We bring it all together, yolk, cheeses and a good crack of fresh pepper. Use a fine grater, the finer it is, the smoother your sauce. No clumps. We incorporate until they create a smooth compost. So we start with the guanciale in a cold pan, no oil. Let it warm up slowly. This way it renders the fat without burning. You want it golden and crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Once done, separate the fat from the meat. Let the fat cool a bit. Then add half of it to the yolk cheese mix and stir it in. That's where all the flavor begins. So for pasta we're using spaghetti here, 100% semola di grano duro. You would ask, why not using fresh egg pasta? Because we're gonna cook the pasta a little rough. As we say in Italian is risottare. This means that part of the cooking happens in the boiling water and part of the cooking happens directly in the pan. Heat up a large pot of almost boiling water. Add a little salt and toss our pasta. Now let the timer start. So here is what we're gonna do. We cook the pasta halfway in the pot, then finish it into the pan, adding hot water as needed. So before the pasta goes into the pan, we toast our pepper in it, right into the guanciale fat. It wakes it up, it deepens it. And when the pasta is ready, it soaks all that in. Around 4 minutes until being done, add the guanciale. Keep tossing, keep watching. In the pan we will add water little by little as needed, just like you would do with a risotto. That's why it's called risottare. And here is the reason why this method matters, and the secret to a creamy pasta without cream. When the pasta boils, it naturally releases starch, but in a pot full of water, this starch gets diluted and lost. In the pan instead, it stays, and that's what gives you that soft, rich texture. So in the end, the more time your pasta will be in the pan, the creamier it will be at the end. Once the pasta is al dente, kill the flame and wait 30 seconds. Then stir in the egg and the cheese mix. Slowly, the residual heat will start cooking it. Add a splash of water, toss it, stir it, move it constantly. And now turn the fire on to the lowest heat you can. We cook the egg until the sauces will tighten and shine. But we're not scrambling it. We are carefully creating a cream. When it looks glossy, silky and creamy, you're almost there. So now we carefully make a nest with a fork and pick up the pasta with a big spoon. On our plate, in it goes. Time for garnishing it. A bit of sauce on top, freshly grated pecorino, some of the remaining guanciale, and freshly grated black pepper. Now is really time to enjoy. So if you like this video and want to know more about Italian regional cooking, I'm Massimo and I make one of these each and every week. Like and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one. Ciao!